Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelai. Hope you have a great day, and I hope I can add something to that with my video and with my walk and talk here in the piece of nature, where I'm going to show you soon where I am and how it looks here, and I hope you get a little bit of the vibe that comes with it. But I wanted to talk to you about something that it happened to me a few times during relationships and personal relationships and at work as well, that I had a tendency of just shutting down, and I don't know if you can resonate to that. But shutting down doesn't mean you're dumb, you're stupid, or you can't talk, because I can talk very well, and I'm an assertive person when I need to be. But still, I can shut down, and it can happen on numerous occasions. And I don't know if it, as I said, if it resonates to you. But that's what I wanted to talk with you about today, because in my experience, shutting down is not because you don't feel anymore, but it's just because you're feeling too much, and I can't word it anymore. I don't think there's a need for it, or I feel afraid of the consequences if I do voice myself, because things might get a little bit awkward or hectic or even dramatic if you do. And there's so much going through you, and through your mind and through your heart, through your soul sometimes even, that you are shutting down. And it's that kind of shutting down that I wanted to talk with you about today. And but before I do so, as I said, I will flip my screen here like I do in all my videos. And I'm going to show you around where I am at the moment. And I hope you enjoy the nature and my topic. So let's go for a walk here. Right, so as I said, I'm going to show you a little bit around, and show you of the nature where I am at this particular moment. I'm going to do a 360 here, so 360 degrees, turn around, and you see all of it. It's a very interesting area with the heathland and the forest mixing together, and it's absolutely nice and quiet here. Yes, I hope you're going to enjoy nature as much as you're going to enjoy my talk. In case you want to learn more about me or my channel or my talks, or you want to be more with me on my walks, you can always subscribe to my channel, or you can give a thumbs up for this video. Or if you're not into that at all, I just hope you enjoy the walk and the talk. And yeah, I'm going to talk more about what I just said. Like if you've gone quiet inside, and not because you don't feel rather, but because you feel too much, then I believe this might be for you. This might be a nice topic for you to take the walk with me. And because I believe there's an emotional kind of shutdown that happens slowly, and it doesn't come from being cold, or you want to be ignorant or anything like that, but it comes from a kind of survival response. And that's in my opinion anyhow. And as I said, this is what my channel is always about. I share my experiences and my insights, and of course you can agree or not agree. That's all up to you, but I'd just like to share this because I believe many people are going through this. You can just shut down, and not everybody around you can appreciate that. And but your body is saying, in the survival part, your body is saying, I can't keep feeling everything at full intensity. I need to protect you. That's what your body says. And well, when the body says something, you better listen. And because if you live through difficult relationships, or years of overgiving, or being in, as I said, a difficult relationship is what comes to mind when I talk about this topic. But it could be numerous of things. And of are you being the strong one, or you've been through some emotional chaos or disappointment, or you're being unseen, then all of this can hit your system, and it learns to dim your emotions just to keep you functioning, and that's why you shut down. And I know this feeling very deeply because I have done it myself. And when it happened in my relationship, and I must say it wasn't in a relationship with a very extroverted person, that person would become very angry. And I thought, yeah, you have a double agenda. You're not telling me everything, and why are you shutting down? It's an insult to my intelligence and all that, all those big words that come into you, and that makes you even shut down more. Not a word, not a blink comes out of me anymore. And you might resonate to that, and or maybe you respond slightly different still. But however your response, you know, it's your response, and also you have a right to have a response like that. You don't have to feel guilt for shutting down, but you just, for your own mental health, I think you should know where it's coming from and why you're doing it, and you might be doing something about it. You want to stop talking about those moments. You just want to stop talking about what hurts, because you don't think you're in the right position, in a safe position to tell about your feelings or what hurts you, or you stop expecting um, people to understand, or and as I said, you just stop opening up, and then you just stop hoping for someone will meet you where you are, and well, when you're all giving up that hope, then there's not much left except you, and I think that's a crucial point. There is still you, and you have to value yourself, whether you're shutting down or not. You have to keep valuing yourself, and knowing why you're doing it. Be very self-aware of yourself, and self-conscious, and do some soul searching why you're doing what you're doing, and don't let anybody blame you for shutting down. Because I have gone through some moments of those as well. I'm 63 years of age now, and yeah, I have had my moments of that I had to shut down, or well, for my self protection, because well, it just happens, and I believe my emotional shutdown, or yours, ours, is not a failure. It's just your nerve system protecting you, because apparently life at that moment is not protecting you enough. But there was a turning point for me, rather, and that wasn't. I'm going to try to feel more. I'm just not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to try to feel more, because I already feel so much. I already feel so much. So I wanted to not feel less, but get it all together, more together for myself and not for anybody else. I hope I make some sense here. I hope you can um, understand a little bit where I'm coming from when I'm saying these words, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who shuts down every now and then. I know had shut down, and I had shut down in the past, and it's always nice to know that you're not alone in this. There's other people worldwide are going through this, and it gives you kind of support and kind of mental support. But that's what this little talk is about. I'm not giving mental support in the shape of a guru. I am not. I'm not a coach. I'm not a guru. I'm just sharing my opinions about that you, me, many other women are going through or have gone through. And but what I did do, and how I did try to solve my shutting down on these uncomfortable moments, I gave myself a little bit of permission to feel safe again. I mean, I need to feel safe, otherwise I will shut down. Even in this day and age, even I have it a lot more under control than I used to have. Um, it still can happen to you. It still can overcome you in unexpected moments. And I can guarantee you, it's all about not feeling safe at that particular moment. And it can escalate, because if it's a person, a partner of you, that it's, well, not doing it to you, but that has that effect on you. Well, for me, I had to actually end the relationship, because it became too harsh, too hurtful for me, and I felt not safe at all anymore, and I couldn't be myself anymore, and I was shutting down more than was normally in my nature to do, and I couldn't live on like this. But little by little, to get myself safe again, first to feel safe again, rather, little by little, I let myself rest more, and I stopped fixing things, and I tried to stop explaining things, and I stopped for sure trying to be understood. I allowed myself to walk away from whatever drained me, or whoever drained me, and just allow myself some silence, and some space. And I really can advise you to do the same thing. Of course, not everybody is the same. I'm well aware of that. But yet again, I think there are some similarities that you can learn from each other, and that's what I hope to do with my talks here. Besides, I hope you enjoy the view of this beautiful piece of nature where I'm walking here now. And slowly but surely, I allowed myself back to be a human woman, not an emotional container, if you know what I mean. Because that's what happens at the end. You start to feel so full of stuff from other people that are from being forced upon you, and you're shutting down so much that you're literally an emotional container. So as I said, I want to feel a human woman again, nothing more, nothing less. And you might feel the same way, or you have maybe felt it that way as well, or maybe you're going through it right now. But slowly but surely, my emotions returned, not all at once, but just gently, one by one. I could deal with it, and I didn't have to shut down for it. And because reopening and instead of shutting down, it's not a dramatic, heavy moment. It's to start with little steps. Noticing one feeling without judging it, without judging yourself, or speaking one truth without apologizing yourself. Well, hence the name of my channel, Unapologetic with Lorelai, I guess. And giving yourself an honest no. And what I also did was just asking myself, nobody else, ask myself for simple things, and be consistent with it. And I didn't let it slide. I didn't start to neglect myself, because that's another thing that might happen. Do not neglect yourself in that topic. Do not, by all means. So I mean, it's not that people say you have to snap out of this. Well, that's what's been told to me. If you're going quiet and you're shutting down, you have to snap out of it. But I don't believe there is a kind of snap out or out of a shutdown. I don't believe in that. It's you should do it in a way that you feel respected, safe, seen, and supported. And definitely not responsible for everything, not for anybody else's expectations or what they want from you, and not at work, not in relationships, not with anything really. You don't owe anybody an explanation. Take your time, and take your emotions one at a time, and you don't have to shut down anymore. And what I said before, it's your body, it's your nerve system that's heavily involved here, and that's why I said, well, if you do want to heal, if you do want to turn this shutting down thing around, you're healing in the way you're doing it, just step by step, as I just said. If you're doing it that way, my experience is that my body also started to relax. My body started to trust me again, and I was taking care of myself, and therefore also my body, and my body did respond to that. For much more relaxed muscles, no tight shoulders, no, not in my stomach anymore so much. And well, I can really advise you to do so if it's in my if I am a person who can advise you on that topic. But I believe you become a strong person from that, and it's ageless. But you need to understand yourself a little bit. So I hope you take the time for yourself, and I hope you have a nice day for the rest of the day. And I sincerely hope you enjoy the view. I'm going to continue a little bit of my walk here without filming, but just soaking it up and enjoying it. So I'm going to shut down the video. I'm not going to shut down myself, but what I want to say is have a nice day, have a great day, take care of yourself, very good care of yourself and your loved ones. And I do hope to see you in my next video. Bye.